Hey folks, we're talking here with Kieron Gillen, and he's going to give us some details about what's going on in his world, because we just found out that this gentleman left Uncanny X-Men to take over AvX Consequences. That's a pretty big gig, sir. You want to enlighten us about what's going on?
It's one of those things that when Uncanny ended, they sort of decided we're going to do this an next 5-issue mini, like really trying to tie up and bring to a close everything in AvX, which is nice. It was one of the things where, after all the chaos and the fury of AvX, we step back and actually sort of see how this actually affects the superheroes. And it's a really good way to sort of do this status quo and explore that area before it explodes again into Marvel Now. It's one of these great. It's a quite an interesting bridging book. It's a story that fundamentally can only be told in this brief time period. So it's a lot of fun to do.
So in addition to all that homework, that stack of books you got in front of you, now it just comes out that Young Avengers is now out of the gate. That's just one more thing that you got to juggle with.
It's all right, it's all right. It's like Consequence is great because it's weekly. It comes out really. I quite like weekly comics. When we did it with Exiled, with the Jim New Mutants crossover. Sorry, Journey to Mystery. And that, and the actual pace of a weekly thing is really quite interesting. With Young Avengers, though, it was a case like Axel, based pretty much, Kieron, are you interested in doing Young Avengers? And I really had to sort of attack and try to work out a way that was meaningful, because it was such a personal book, and I knew I couldn't write a book the same way Heinlein did it. I had to actually reinvent the book completely, whilst trying to keep true to its core emotional values. And in that sense, I kind of I want Jamie McKelvey and art with Mike Norton, because they started working together since the Season 1 X-Men book, and they've kind of worked out a way of amping up. And I think from the first panel, they're going to see that something genuinely special going there. One in Matt Wilson, who's the colourist on Phonogram to do the colours. Clayton Clowes, who's the letterer on Jim, because frankly, I made him work as a letterer. And it's like, I want to really kind of the people I've kind of like most tightly gelled with,
right, and
trying to basically reinvent the superhero teen comic book for the 21st century. And you say that with a straight face almost, but, it's like honestly,
nothing but a thing, right?
Whatever. But it really just want to try to push it as far as we can go, because opposed to like something that's a bit more in the complete mainstream of the Marvel universe, a chance to basically try to reinvent some core values of like what the superhero is for. And we're trying to really push in the visual element. Kind of we alternate between full script and Marvel method. So like we're doing the actual normal scenes, like in a 5 AM breakfast bar. This is all written almost realistic documentary style. It's quite quite restrained. But the second you go into like a combat or an action sequence, it's all written in Marvel method. And then we kind of basically, it's a fight scene and as music video. Each fight scene is a bespoke object that we've created. So like I think the panel that's been released so far is like a double-page spread, which is like 25 panels on the page, moments, you've got text integrated with the stuff, and it's like, it's a stylistic overload. So when we do action, it's like, it's completely out, it's not like stuff people wouldn't be used to. It's not like traditional splash pages or anything. Yeah. And when we're doing the realistic heart moments, it's always kind of it's downbeat and whatever. So you go from the one from the other, and it's like this explosive. It's it's genuinely explosive. It feels just very exciting. We've got Brian O'Malley doing the cover, alternate cover for the first issue, which kind of Brian said yes, bless him. But that's all it speaks. It's an unusual book in Marvel's lineup, and it's kind of quite gratifying how well people are responding to it already. And you sort of tell I start speaking very quickly, when I'm actually.
Well, you got so much on your mind, man. I'm surprised you keep all this together. It's like, when do you sleep?
I never sleep very much. I toss and turn in the night. In fact, I go out and fight crime.
You go out and fight crime?
That's what you do. It's like, where do you get your ideas from? Well,
I've got this suit in my bag, and I wasn't going to show you, but since you pushed me, oh well.
Occasionally I have to go and beat some dudes up.
Yeah, well, everybody's got to. Some people work out, some guys put on spandex. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
Some do both.
Yes. I don't work out very much.
Well, we wish you all the best, sir. I know you're busy here today. I want to thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
No, it's been really great to be here. It's like next year's going to be enormous. There's some books I've been doing for Avatar will be announced. They'll be coming out. I've got another book for Image that's going to be coming out. Obviously, I'm writing Iron Man as well as all this other stuff. It's like I sort of blink and I think, wow, all this stuff's going to drop. It's going to be big.
Folks, the man who never sleeps, Kieron Gillen right here. Once again, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Folks, take care. Keep reading comics.